was completely healed, so we're able to the next week start running on land finally, and that brought us back to the first game back versus Utah.
What goes into that? Because you say it like it's so easy to shorten something in a recovery time, and if the body's not ready, it's not ready. Clearly it was, but like, what did you actually have to do to try and expedite it?
I mean, we were working day and night. I'd come to meetings to try to stay up because I really wanted to make the return. And then once we were out of meetings, when everyone was at practice, we were either lifting or running in the underwater treadmill, doing all sorts of stuff with the training staff. I mean, they were the main reason I was able to come back, as chief and all those staff, everybody that helped me out.
Is there any discussion of trying to use a medical red shirt just to keep the whole year?
There was a little bit, but in my mind, I came here to play football, so I mean, I'll burn the year if it means I get to play 2 games. So that's all that matters to me, is to be able to play.
How do you appreciate 6 months to 2 months? That feels huge to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you appreciate just the work you're able to do to get that done?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year had the same exact same tear in the meniscus, completely tore it, and they threw in some stitches, and whatever happened, it re-tore. So we were able to, I think, having tore it last year, I knew the process, so I was kind of able to. I mean, we were up and doing kettlebell swings and all kinds of stuff. I mean, 2 days out of surgery, so it speeded up the whole process. Having gone through it last year, and I think that's how we were able to shorten it up so much.
How comfortable are you now with medical terms?
Comfortable, very, very comfortable. More than I ever thought I'd be.
When it's the same injury, back-to-back years, how much have you talked to McCormick about, just because different exact injury, but in terms of it's the same injury?
Yeah, I mean,
the mental side of it.
We were in there. He tore his, in the Ohio State game, which wasn't much long after I did mine. And he was in there along with Patrick Herbert, who he had basically the same injury. So we're all kind of in the same boat. Like, man, it sucks, but now we know what we need to do and try to heal up and get back out there.
What's the process of being, I guess, confident in that knee? It's 2 years in a row, the same thing. The mental block, you feel like you've gotten there yet?
I think I had a little bit of a mental block coming in off my last injury, and this time it's kind of like I've torn it twice, so I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to push the limits, and if it happens, then it happens, you know.
So what was it like getting on the field finally?
Amazing. It was the best feeling I've had in a long time. So I mean, I've been putting in the work for this program and everybody that's helped me, and I just felt like it was actually the day after my birthday, so it was a pretty good birthday present.
How tough was it too? Because it wasn't just you in the inside room that was hurt, and you're probably thinking, if I was healthy, there'd be an opportunity, but you were out. I mean, how did you kind of juggle the emotional part of that?
I mean, I knew there was a bunch of good guys in the room, so I mean, it sucks seeing Justin go down, sucks seeing Keith go down, but Jeff did a great job jumping in there, especially transferring from safety. And we've, as a team, gone through all kinds of stuff this year. So, I mean, that's kind of our motto now, is just next man up mentality.
I think that helps you guys grow. I mean, talk about the whole team overcoming so much.
Yeah.
Does that help you guys grow and come together?
Absolutely, yeah, especially with the coaching change going on. I think everything we've gone through together as far as injuries and everything else makes this coaching thing kind of a breeze when it comes to all that.
Fans have a perspective about the bowl game and what things mean and et cetera, but that's their perspective. But I would think for a guy like yourself going through what you went through, where it's game 4 and you redshirt regardless because of that, but this game actually does mean something a little bit different to you given how much you've been through.
Absolutely. I mean, this game's a championship game in my mind. It's a huge game. It's not just a bowl game. It's I think it's coming into all of our minds that way. We're kind of approaching it as we owe it to ourselves. With all we've gone through this year, we earned this bowl game, so now we need to go earn a win.
Can it be viewed as the start of 2022?
I could see that a little bit, but I could also see it as a finish of 2021. Just like I said, we earned this bowl game, so now we need to go out and prove it to ourselves that we deserve to be here.
Going back to your recruitment, how much contact did you have with Dan Lanning or guys at Baylor?
I had never met any of them. I had some SEC, didn't have Georgia, so it was the first time meeting them when they came here, but they seemed like great guys, and just got to meet the new co-defensive coordinator too, and he was out there at practice, so great guys, and I'm excited to see what's going on.
Was Baylor a place that contacted you?
No, never heard from Baylor.
What did you know of Dan Lanning? You know, not having, I guess, a prior personal relationship, but you were familiar with what he did at Georgia?
Yeah, so I had some buddies at Georgia, and they all had nothing but good things to say about them, and obviously their defense was quite possibly the best in the nation, so it's pretty good to have a defensive mind come in and be our head coach, and he knows the way to play the game.
Who did you know at Georgia?
Keely Ringo and Nazir Stackhouse, two of the guys.
How do you approach, all right, yes, the next couple of weeks where there's a game, but then how do you approach January 3rd, I guess, since it's the start of the winter quarter and it's off-season conditioning with a new strength staff and all that, like, where do your thoughts start to go with that?
I think just going back to the players and knowing that once we go out and hopefully win this game, start the next season, kind of get things figured out, and just make sure that we're staying tight as players, try to not get guys to jump ship, and just stay tight as players.
What kind of a vision has Coach Lanning kind of laid out for you guys since getting here and getting to meet all you guys?
I think the biggest thing was that what he echoed was we earned this Oklahoma game, and so he just wants us to go out there and play the way we play and win the game.